Chelsea Football Club have officially been taken over. PRFC has started again. We have had an amazing article today talking about Declan Rice, and big man, he's priced out of a move again. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys, and yes, Chelsea have finally had their sanctions lifted, and this is great news. This got announced earlier today, and as of this moment right now, we can actually sign players. We can actually go on the Megastore and buy a t-shirt, and we can actually go and buy a tracksuit. Tracksuit, t-shirt, party time. But we have got a great article for you guys today, and it's coming from Simon Johnston, and he's very reputable. We know he is an ITK. He is in the know, and Chelsea are starting their PR brigade. And in this PR brigade, we have got 4 main components to take out of it. Number 1, the update on Declan Rice. Number 2, the 3 forwards that they are narrowing down and pushing the agenda out for us to see what we think. Number 3, the wing back. Hakimi's back in town. Yes, we've got an update on Chelsea potentially going back for Hakimi. And number 4, a whole host of youngsters are going to get an opportunity, and all of you are going to be gassed because all of them deserve a chance. But before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and jellyfish, man them, girls, boys, chiku, chica, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's aim for 1,000 likes. Look, it's free of charge, it's super nice, it's super caring, and we need to hit 1,000 likes. We haven't done it in ages. Come on. We keep getting to the 800s and we don't get over. Come on, people. Support the cause. All for one, one for all. Woo! So, Simon Johnston is reporting that Declan Rice is priced out of a move. And not only to Chelsea, he's priced out of a move to Manchester City, Liverpool, Man United, and Chelsea. This man is on a death row contract. He's got 3 years left on his deal. Next year, I think it's going to be 2 years left on his deal, or either it's 2 years now and 1 year after. But West Ham are asking for £150 million. Is he worth that money? Hell no, he's not worth that money. £150 million is ridiculous for a defensive midfielder who I believe is limited on the ball, but his all-round play is very decent. At disrupting play would be a great left centre-back. No one listens to me when I say that. But what does this mean? Does that mean Declan Rice is never joining Chelsea? I think it's a matter of time. If it doesn't happen this summer, it's going to happen next summer. But I think this is Chelsea's way, pushing the initiative out and saying, look, people, we ain't signing him. We are not going to sign him this summer because it's too expensive and we've got other areas to look after. You're saying most probably, what other areas? Well, we're going to talk about it. We all know the Dembele saga. We know that Dembele is actively waiting to see his options. Bayern Munich, Liverpool, and Chelsea are all interested. Chelsea have got the pole position as of this moment due to the fact that they've got Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel is in conversations with Dembele that is being reported on a regular basis. Chelsea trying to move the deal forward, and the wages will be close to 300k, which means that Liverpool are going to get blown out the park, and Sadio Mane is tempted to go to Bayern Munich. So if you go a whole circle, it just means that Dembele to Chelsea looks very likely. Then Chelsea are going to explore Nkunku, the one from Leipzig. Very good player, young French international, very, very explosive, decent in tight areas, allegedly. I haven't seen that part of it yet, but he's a goal and assist machine. What do I think of that? Bundesliga tax is implemented straight away to any player coming from the Bundesliga. Only because I have seen too many players shine in that league and come to the Premier League and choke. So we need to be patient, we need to be trustworthy, and this deal would cost around about £90 million. Do I believe Chelsea are going to do a deal of this magnitude? I highly doubt it when Dembele is available. Chelsea are not stupid, they will go for Dembele, especially because it's got Tuchel's blessing. Then this final one's very interesting. Lautaro Martinez, aka Lukaku's Bay, aka Mini Aguero, aka the future Premier League assassin. It's a matter of time until he comes to the league, and it's a matter of time until he takes over in the Premier League. Chelsea are linked with him, Chelsea are keeping an eye on him, and there is room to explore with a possible trade, as the NBA would say, or a swap deal, where Chelsea most probably fill in the send Lukaku on loan there for 2 years with a guaranteed option, and then Lautaro Martinez comes to Chelsea for a certain price or maybe a little discount. Whether this deal happens, we don't know. but there's a whole host of clubs looking into him. Arsenal, one of them. I don't see that happening due to the fact that there's no Champions League. Tottenham are interested, and this is heavily enforced by the fact that Antonio Conte is there. But I don't see that happening once again, purely because they got Heung-min Son and Kulusevski. I just don't see this adding up. I know Conte likes to play a certain way, but I don't see them having Martinez, Kane, and Son. I don't think they got the finances for that. I don't think you got the facilities for that one, big man. So Chelsea could be an interesting prospect, or he could just stay at Inter Milan. The next story is a very interesting one, and we all know Chelsea have been actively pursuing going after a right back, right? A right wing back, a left wing back, an individual that can play both sides of the field and would be a great rotational piece. I've always said, and I've always attributed, that it is very important for Chelsea Football Club to have two great starters and one cover that can do both sides. Then you've got the nice rotation, you've got enough discipline, and you can also project some youth players into the first team squad. And in this case, Hakimi's mentioned that Achraf Hakimi once again rejected Chelsea to go to PSG because his wife wanted to live in Paris, and he took family ties into consideration. Big mistake, big man, because now you're unhappy and you're stuck in a death row contract. I don't know whether he's going to be able to get out of that contract. I don't know whether Chelsea are going to be able to sign him on the cheap, but it looks like Hakimi's unhappy with the way life is at PSG and is looking for a way out. Chelsea will be scouting him. Additionally, Chelsea are actively looking at a Serginho Dest. Serginho Dest has been on Chelsea's radar for ages. Chelsea view Barcelona weak at this moment in time, and it will be a great way to pinch him and actually bring in some talent that would enable Chelsea to flatten out the disparity between Azpilicueta and Reece James, because he can play both sides, he can bomb down the wing, he's decent in possession, Ajax product, so it could be exciting to see what he's like. And as well, he's American, so it would be a great way to market a player in the States, have more of the States watching the Premier League and supporting Chelsea. More t-shirts get sold, why not? Finally, for all of you Cobham fans and all of you fans that are pro-Chelsea, promoting from within, this is some good news. Look, last year Trevor Chalobah got an opportunity and he absolutely took it by the neck and carried it the whole way through, to the point where Trevor Chalobah now is almost certain to be a starter at Chelsea Football Club next season, unless something miraculous happens and Chelsea go out and sign two centre-backs. But other players are going to get a similar opportunity. Levi Colwill, who lost in the playoff final the other day, an own goal, unfortunately, was very unlucky, but he is going to be getting an opportunity. Thomas Tuchel apparently has been very impressed with him, all of his loan, and more importantly, he views him as a second coming of Trevor Chalobah. So an individual that should be able to break through to the team, have consistent minutes, play 19 to 25 Premier League games, whether it's off the bench or starting, and it's a good rotational piece to have in the squad. Furthermore, there are additional players that have been interested in. For example, Ethan Ampadu, after his loan in Venezia was very good, will be coming back and getting a second opportunity. Conor Gallagher will be integrated into the squad as long as Tuchel continues to be impressed with what he has. And finally, there are two other players. Billy Gilmour, whose time at Norwich was very negative. And for me, Billy Gilmour will always be a player that the better players he's around, the better he will perform, people. And finally, Armando Broja, and I think he's the perfect replacement for Timo Werner. Hopefully, you lot know my stance. Instead of having 7 forwards, we have 5 forwards next year. Less minutes to spread around, more game time for those 5 individuals, have a youngster come through, cup games in there, and all of a sudden, you're developing the future of tomorrow. You've got 5 players that aren't rusty, and Chelsea are fluid and efficient. That's my plan. That's what I want to happen. But that was the article from Simon Johnston in high level. Go give it a read if you want to. Very good read. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts, peeps. Peace out. I'm out. Bye.